Hello, my name is Sadie. I ain't that chick to let something like autism stop me. My younger daughter has autism, and here is my story.
I ain't that chick.
It's about self-empowerment. It's about self-awareness. It's about self-respect.
Hey, it's Nate, and welcome to Season 3 of I Ain't That Chick. I have Sadie on the show today. Please say hello to our audience.
Hello.
I just want to say one word. And I want you to say just the first thing that comes to mind when I say the word. And Kyla. That's the word.
Everything.
Who is Kyla?
Kyla is my baby girl. And she's 7-year-old, beautiful, charming, just vivacious little girl.
Full of life.
Yeah, full of life.
Full of life. But Kyla has autism.
Yes, Kyla has autism. And, you know, even though, that's why, like, she has autism, and she's my hero.
Now, when you were pregnant, was there anything different about your pregnancy with Kyla?
No, there was nothing different about my pregnancy with Kyla, and that's the thing with autism. Nobody knows.
So it can just happen to... Now, did you, looking back, did you ever wonder or question or ask yourself, you know, did I do something? You did? Okay.
Of course.
How is that?
I think every mom, initially, you kind of go there, like, well, did I do this? What was I doing this okay? Did I eat something? Was I taking any type of medication I shouldn't have been? And you always go there. But just in becoming more knowledgeable about the subject, I'm learning nothing I did.
What are some of the other challenges?
Okay. Well, with Kyla specifically, she has some issues with what they call stimming. Like she'll take certain objects, and it's kind of a way that they center themselves, but she'll take it and just a lot of shaking, and sometimes you just have to kind of redirect her. Also with her speech, I can understand some of what she says, some of it, but if she were out there, like in the world of people, they wouldn't understand. If she ever got lost out there and had to find, tell someone, Mom, I need to get to my mommy or what have you, she can't do that. She wouldn't even be able to have the mindset to do that, to ask someone for help. Other challenges, Kyla's 7. Potty training, and it's not just her, there are a lot of parents who are going through the struggle of it, and I just want to say to any parents that are going through that, don't get discouraged, it's kind of like we're on their time.
How do you cope when you get frustrated?
I just have to go back to the fact that she is a happy kid. She's healthy. She may not be on the level she's supposed to be, or
what we say she's supposed to be.
Right, that's what I'm saying, what she's supposed to be, but she's a happy child, and just the fact that, I know that we're going to have these struggles. It's going to get frustrating. Sometimes you do, the frustration a lot of times comes from you want to protect them, and you want them to be the best. You want them to be okay. I can't say that there haven't been times that I have kind of gotten to myself and cried, but that's why it's also important as well for mothers of children with autism, parents, you gotta get into that community and get to know one another and that support, because that's everything too. Like just having, that dialogue.
How do you and Kyla communicate? And how does she communicate with her sister also?
Oh gosh, I think she's better on some levels with her sister than she is with me, simply because her sister can get her to do anything. Like, because her older sister, my older daughter will be 21 in December. So I was concerned about the age gap at first, but the way her and Kyla interact, I tell you, my older daughter is such a blessing. Both my girls are, but the way that she interacts with her sister,
it's a gift,
and the way that she is with her, you can't put a price on that. It's just beautiful.
Was there ever a time where you were mad? Like maybe, I don't know if you were mad at the universe or mad at God, or maybe mad at, your spouse, or and saying like, why me?
Right. No, there wasn't ever a time. I guess maybe because my upbringing, my background, my faith. I grew up with a very faithful family, like my grandparents, my mom, and it sounds like kind of corny and cliche, like, oh, well, God don't put more on you, than you can bear, and you hear it so often that you kind of just like, but in that instance, that's how I had to look at it, This is happening to me because I can handle this, and the love that I have for my children, I have to tell you, the day that I received her diagnosis, And this, if I could say this to any doctors out there that are delivering this information. I went to the doctor to get her physical for it. And so the doctor's writing up his chart. Yeah, she's this, she's that. Yeah, signs of autism, you know. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
That was the first time you heard, and
that
that's how
was
it
the
was
first
delivered?
time, because when he initially said that I should maybe get her into early intervention, he was just saying that there was a delay, like, you know, in speech. Still, autism, I don't know anything about that, so that's not even a thought in my head.
Wow.
So then, when he, you know, says, oh, it's autism, and at the time, Kyla's standing up on the little medical bench, and she's singing her little song, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You know, and then I find myself looking in her face for, okay, what is he saying that I'm not seeing, you know?
And you hadn't seen anything up until then.
Mind you, it had been 14 years or so since I'd had a baby. Okay. I was working in corporate America. I was working a project management position, which was so stressful. If anyone in that field, you know how stressful it is. You bring your work home, you're on call. So that's the one time that I did kind of fault myself. I said, well, was there something that I should have seen? Any medical providers or whatever, when you're giving this information, even though you may see cases come in and out of your office, this is my child. Yeah. My first time, like, hearing this is my child, this is my baby. So please, all I ask is just be a little more sensitive with the delivery of it, you know, because it, you know, that rocked my world that day. And I remember leaving the office somewhat numb, like, with this information. Get in my car, we drive to some, like, shopping center parking lot. Kyla's in the back seat, happy as can be, singing her song, because she does, you know. And her grandmother called me. Her grandparents are a blessing, and her father's family, blessing. Grandmother calls me, and I told her what the doctor said. And so we, you know, ended our call. And then I get a call right after from Kyla's aunt, from her dad's sister. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And I'll never forget, she said to me, she goes, Sadie, look, she said, don't you worry about it. She said, we will get through this. We'll get through this as a family. We love Kyla, and we'll, you know, we're going to all get through this. It'll be okay. And I remember, like, she still doesn't know to say, like, how much that touched me. And it meant so much to me that she would even take the time to call and just kind of reassure me that, you know what?
Encourage you.
It's going to be all right. I praise Autism Radio. They have these little cards. And they were the best thing ever. They had them in an event of mine. And what it says is something like, you've just met a person with autism. And it goes through the breakdown of what that means. And
that's fantastic.
What you have to do so that you don't have to get in anybody, you know.
Because I'm sure you want to. A lot of times you want to.
And then you just take the little card and just put it on the table. Boom. And then that kind of checks that up a little bit. Like, oh my goodness, like, oh, I didn't know.
Want to find out more about Eyeing That Chick? Visit our website at www.eyeingthatchick.com.